The following show is a paid program.
Hey family, how you doing today? We have the beautiful lady Trudy Lynn, who is a international blues recording artist. She is the recipient of the Living Legends Award this weekend for the Black Music Awards. Hey lady, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm a fan.
I like that. I like that.
Absolutely. So Trudy has come on my show before, about twice or so on my radio show, and now we're on TV. Look at that, lady.
Well, I'm moving on up.
I love it. I love it. International blues recording artist. She has over the years won so many awards, the Hall of Fame Blues Awards here in Houston, the Living Legend Blues Awards from Houston, also the Houston Blues Society, the Willie Mitchell Lifetime Artist Award from the Just Blues Music Foundation, and now 2020, the Living Legends Award, the Black Music Award that will be this weekend on Sunday, November the 8th. It'll be a virtual awards, and that's with Dr. Rick Warren, Jazzy, Andrea B., Ned, and Eddie Robinson. I'm so proud of you, lady. How do you feel about that?
I just feel elated. I'm just. It's wonderful for them to do that for me, to give me that Legend Award, because it's about time.
How did you get into music?
Well, I just always liked music. I used to listen to my parents' 78 records, and lived in an area in Fifth Ward where there was a lot of cafes, and just going to the grocery stores. You could hear the blues on the they would have jukeboxes in the cafes and things, and you could hear that blues. And then we had a radio station back in the day here in Houston, KYOK, and they played a lot of blues in KCOAH, and I would hear it on the radio. That's mostly where I heard most of it. It was on the radio.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, in reading
And
your...
then I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Ben from Fifth Ward, you got your Duke and Peacock, Don Roby, that was here that recorded people like Willie Mae Thornton, Bobby Bland, and stuff. So I got a chance to see a lot of these artists when I was coming up, a young girl.
Absolutely. I love the story. As I was reading about it, you were at your mom's salon. Your mom had a salon, a beauty salon.
Right. In Fifth Ward, and it was about a block from the major club that all the black artists, when they would come in town in Houston, they would go to this club had a hotel on top, and this where the black artists would stay. During the days you couldn't just go stay anywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the black entertainers that came into Houston would live at the hotel that was on top of the Club Matinee in Fifth Ward.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you mentioned that.
It was a 24-hour place. They sold food. They would sell food, play blues, shoot food, and all that 24-hour thing. It never closed.
Never closed.
Never closed. I think when it closed down.
I love that. And I love the fact that you're educating us on the racism that was out at that time.
Oh yeah, in the '60s, it was something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know some of the entertainers, the black entertainers. So that's the truth. We were working like in some of the white clubs. I know the first job I had was in Lufkin, Texas. I graduated in '65 out of high school, and I went to a club there, and it was a white club, and we were entertainers there. And in some of those clubs, and even some of the clubs here, you would entertain the whites, And so the musicians, the fellows, they couldn't look direct at the women. They had to look straight over the women. And you can see that in a lot of the 20s and 30 pictures. If you look at some of the performances of artists that was performing in them days, they never looked direct at nobody.
Mm-hmm. And let's talk about the fact that when you performed, you had to go in the back, come through the back, perform, and then leave.
Right, right. Come through the kitchen.
Yes.
Where all the food was really good. Come through the kitchen, you go out and perform, and then when break time, you had to go back to the kitchen or either outside, until it
Mm-hmm.
was time to go back on the stage.
Right, right. But you could not interact with the actual audience.
No front, no front, no. That wasn't happening there.
And just talking about that, looking at it now, coming from where you were, you went to Lufkin, but how did you get that break?
Well, I went to Lufkin I graduated high school, so I went to spend a summer vacation with an aunt there in Lufkin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And in high school, I sung with groups, singing groups. I used to sing with before Archibald got with the Drells. I was one of the Drells at Philly Speakers. Really, back in the day. And so when I went there, I knew 3 or 4 songs, not many. And so it was my cousin said that they were going to go out to this club where they would let them in. They would come through their back door.
Mm-hmm.
They had a band there, and they had a black chick there that was singing with this band. It was a mixed band, which was something in those days because I went there and I joined up with a mixed band, and that was a lot of talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that they had something happen to her, and so they asked me. I sit in with this band, and I sung 2 songs. I sung "Stormy Weather" and "It'll Jump and Tell Mama."
Mm-hmm.
And they liked it, and they asked me, "Did I want to sing with the band?" And I said, "Yes." That's how I got started. I even got my name, my stage name, which is Trudy, is a stage wall in that club in Lufkin, Texas. The club was called the Cinderella Club.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that. I'm
And they
glad
would
you
have a
brought
lot
that
of
up.
cartoons.
So where did they find? Where did you see Trudy? The name Trudy. Where was that?
Up against the wall, baby. Really, they would draw a lot of pictures on the walls, cartoon characters and pictures of men and women, and they would put names on it. And I just looked up there and saw that name. They said, "What are you going to call yourself?" I said, "Trudy." And during that time, I saw that name Trudy up there, and I liked that. And during that time, Barbara Lynn was out there kicking it, Gloria Lynn. There was a lot of Lynn's out there, so I obviously I just said, "Well, Trudy, I just put Lynn onto it. I'll be one of them Lynn's." That's how it.
So
So
now
I've
that
been Lynn in ever since.
so now that you go out, everybody just calls you Trudy Lynn.
That's right. That's right.
That is so funny. I
But
love that.
my name when I was born, my real name is Audrey.
So
A lot of people don't know that.
now, no, yeah, a lot of people don't know that that's your real name.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's something.
They just
Uh,
know me by Trudy.
yeah, absolutely. And looking back
And
now,
and that, and, that, and, that, and that's who they know is Trudy, because Trudy and Audrey is 2 different people.
uh-oh, uh-oh. Now that you brought that up, I didn't want to see. I know we're family. I didn't want to bring that up, Miss Trudy Lynn. That they are 2 different
But it's
people.
the truth. It's
It
the
is.
truth. It's the truth.
Let's talk about the music that you always sing, okay? And where does that
Okay.
music come from? Where do you get your music?
Like original songs.
Yeah, that you come up with. Is it something you've gone through? Your
A lot of
relationships?
people ask me that. A lot of people ask me that. Some things pertain to me,
Mm-hmm.
and some things don't. It pertains to other people that I see,
Right.
because I'm entertaining and I'm talking to different people, and somebody might come in, might pay $15 or $20 to hear you sing, but it'd be one song they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
They come back to hear that one song. Even with concerts, when people go to concerts, it's one or two songs that they really be paying for if they
Mm-hmm.
want to hear these songs. So these songs are pertaining to these people. So I've seen a lot of people go through a lot of stuff. And I choose songs like that, and then I'm steady listening because even when I write a song, you have to look for the cliche in a song.
Mm.
It has to be something just simple that just about anybody could just pick up and relate to.
Absolutely. Let's do this now. Let's see you in action. Let's look at a video of Miss Trudy Lynn.
All right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together right now. All the way from Houston, Texas, the one and only Trudy Lynn. Trudy Lynn. All the blues lovers in the house. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her mind. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her man. Can't see him when she wanna, got to fetch him when she can. Blues ain't nothing but a low-down heart disease. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a low-down heart disease. Calling out to you, man, he's on the other side of town.
I love that lady.
All right now. I was in Spain.
And
I
you were
was in Spain
you were
during
in
that trip.
Spain during that time.
Yes, yes.
And I'm telling you,
That's a good one.
yeah, and that was Steve Crace.
Steve Grace on harmonic.
Right, the one that introduced you.
Right,
Right, that's
right.
Steve. As far as and you've always, as far as the band that you all many times you're with is a band that's not of our color. You've always been with another color, as far as people are concerned.
Well, for one thing, I'm a traditional blues artist. You got traditional blues, you got southern blues.
Right.
Blues come in different flavor. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but with that particular show, most of the band,
Mm.
most of the
Mm.
musicians were there. Was on that particular show was from Spain, and Steve came down with me from the U.S. to Spain, along with Dave Carter, the guitar player that plays with me all the time here in Houston.
Uh-huh.
So,
Right.
so a lot of times when I go overseas doing the blues, the most blues artists, most females go, they have blues bands there, and you get the music to them. Go in, you do your sound check, and you be ready to do the show, be ready to work. But
Wow. What would you tell, talking to local artists? It's a lot of local artists that are here in Houston, very well known, great artists, but they want to go mainstream and international. You've gone international. What would you
right,
tell them?
it's a good thing. It's working local. I worked local for a long time before I went international out because I have three kids. And I raised my kids, and I stayed with them until they were out of high school and, went on their own. And then I decided to go out and do my thing. But when you're here local working these clubs, it's really hard work because it's like you work 45 minutes, you take a break, and you're back, and da da da. But when you go out there to do concerts, you go out there to do one show.
Mm-hmm.
You from place to place. You go do your one show. You get through with your show. You leave. You go back to your room. You get your packing and your clothes together, and you get ready to move the next day. So it's a lot of people see it and say, I want to do that. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but it's work. It's work.
It's a lot of work. And now that COVID has
It's a
happened,
lot of work.
yeah, now that
It's
COVID
a lot of
happened, a lot of people have been shut down, the local artists have, because of the fact that, they've been closed down. A lot of the clubs have.
Right, right. Yes, when this COVID thing come through, I was getting ready, as a matter of fact, to go back to Spain to do another tour. And
Mm-hmm.
I was touring and we were just doing concert halls. And so they had to cancel. As a matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact, I was getting ready to fly out the morning that they put the lockdown on the airports with people going in and out.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
And that the effect that it's been on the industry now, everything's been shut down.
Everything, everything has been shut down.
Wow.
It has. So we've been doing. I did a recording about a couple of weeks ago, and it's going to be released sometime this month with Dave Carter, and we did a CD, and he a lot of entertainers, blues entertainers. We're all just donating. Nobody's getting paid to do this CD, and all the proceeds will go to the Black Lives Matter organizations. The money that's made on the CDs will go to different organizations like that.
Absolutely. So you continue to work during COVID.
A little bit, a little bit, little
Mm-hmm.
bit, little bit. But I don't ever stop because since I've been doing a lot of writing,
Right.
since the COVID come in, I've been doing a lot of writing and getting ready to record to do it. Gave me time to do some writing on my own.
Absolutely. In doing so and talking to people, like 40 million plus people are unemployed. Many of them have the
Yeah.
vision and the dream, to go into music. What would you tell them as far as that? Because now they're unemployed. They want to go into something and they want to do their dream.
Yeah, yeah. And it's good, but if you're gonna go into it, it's not an easy thing, to music,
Mm-hmm.
to go in and say to make a living, and because everybody don't become a star, you got more entertainers than you do stars out there, so
Right.
that's a difference.
Right.
So if you have to really love it to get
Mm-hmm.
in it and do it. But most musicians were like locals. You have to, you can be in it, but you gotta have your job.
Trudy, you got to pay
But if,
bills?
if but if you're a straight up diehard musician and just depend on that, you can make it. But it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough.
It is.
But you really have to take yourself too.
You still got to have bill. You got to pay your bills, huh?
That's right. Them bills gotta go paid.
I love that
I be
part.
out on the corner, like the musicians be in Memphis on the corner with a cup, baby.
That is true.
But I go to Memphis a lot, and a lot of musicians seriously just do that in Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
and they do good. They do good, buy homes and everything,
Really?
just
Wow.
playing up and down the street because it's a tourist area,
Right.
so you got different people that just come in. Somebody might be from China somewhere, and you do a song that they like, and it ain't nothing for them to drop $100 bill in the box for you.
Right. Right.
The
Right.
other day, that's some good work.
Wow. Wow. When you were working with Clarence Green, you had been with him for a while. What made you
Max
decide?
Green made he molded me. He molded me
Yeah.
to get out here and do what I'm doing now.
What made you decide to go solo? What pushed you there?
Well, but one thing, okay, when I was with him, he was known as the best little blues band in Houston. Back in the day, they used to run a contest every year, the best big blues band, the best little blues band, and the best male blues singer, the best female, and they don't do that no more. But they used to do that every year in Houston. Would be a big thing at the end of the year, and he would always get the best little band. And we were working like 7 nights a week.
Mm-hmm.
7 nights a week we were working. And back in them days, we weren't making no Grand Theft money. Some of the gigs paid $15 a night, $10 a night, but we was working. And I was going to take our taxes on us.
Oh, that's too funny.
That's the way it was. That's the way it was. And then we would do private parties and get a gig that was paying $35 and $40. We thought we were doing it, babe. And we were. We were in those days. So I've been through it all.
Right. Well, let's do this. We're going to take a break right now. We'll be right back with Miss Trudy Lynn.
Be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office, like the new 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection, only $299 a month. The new 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection, $399 a month. Or the first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, just $499 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase and choose 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash with no payments until March 2021. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote
by mail-in ballot.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote early.
I am a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person. In this coming election, voters aged 50 plus
will make all the difference.
Will make the difference.
Will make the difference. Will make the difference.
Will make the difference in elections across the state.
So make a plan now.
So you can vote however you choose.
It doesn't matter
where you vote,
how you vote, or who you vote for.
What matters.
What matters.
What matters.
What matters is that you have a plan to vote.
For more information,
head to
aarp.org/tx.
Vote. Vote.
Vote.
đi bầu cử.
और वोट करना मत भूलिएगा.
Vote.
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 唔該去投票.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service, striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Hello again, Stafford. We are extremely proud of the diverse community we have in Stafford.
We need you to get out and vote for Cecil Willis.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee will fight the Republican agenda to stop the Affordable Care Act, a lifeline to millions of our friends and family. The stress on our healthcare system is overwhelming. The Congresswoman stands with our first responders. While her opponents were missing in action, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee responded by going to the front lines and putting your lives first, not hiding from the raging pandemic that has taken countless lives. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee understands that people need a hand, not a handout. That's why she facilitated over 218,000 free COVID-19 testings and helped families facing evictions. No one works any harder than Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Commitment, integrity, and dependability. These are the qualities of a leader. This is why we need to send Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee back to Washington. Let's get the right train on the track.
This is Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and I approve this message. Get out and vote for Sheila Jackson Lee.
Together, we have the power to change Donald Trump's Washington, but we need a different kind of senator. MJ Hagar has the courage to speak the truth. Trump is a racist who uses racist attacks to try and divide us. MJ is a decorated combat veteran, a working mom who will take on the big drug companies to lower costs, a leader who will work alongside Black Texans to make sure we recover from the coronavirus pandemic and end systemic racism. MJ doesn't run from battles. She'll be in them with us.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey family, we are back with Trudy Lynn, international blues artist. We were just talking about Miss Trudy Lynn, about you and your past and everything else that has happened, and then going forward with local artists. You were discussing about them becoming mainstream and what they have to do.
It's a lot of work. Just stay on your craft. Stay on your craft and keep pushing it, you know.
Absolutely. Many people have asked me to ask.
It's really good. It's really good if a lot of the ones that are here should go mainstream, because you realize one thing that I realized as soon as I started going mainstream is I was here working in Houston, and I went to the max on to what I could do here in Houston, you know. And once you go out and go abroad, you realize just how small Houston is.
Absolutely.
You come across entertainers that you've never seen before.
Uh-huh.
And it's a big world out there. It is. It's a big
It
world.
is.
It's a lot of entertainers out here, you know.
Absolutely. Why?
You got something that you can do, put your part out there, come right here and blow your horn. It's wide open.
Why the blues? The genre. Why the blues? You heard me? Trudy, why the blues? Okay, so we'll talk to Trudy again about that, about why the blues. But again, she is a Hall of Fame Blues Awards winner, 2019, 2020. She's a Living Legends Award, the Black Music Awards. So what we'll do, let's take a break real quick and we'll try to get Miss Trudy back.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Now come test drive the much anticipated all-new 2021 Cadillac Escalade at Ron Carter Cadillac. And for a limited time, get an unheard of $19,000 in total savings on new 2020 Escalades, or pages $879 a month with only $1 down, only at Ron Carter Cadillac. Visit us today. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer.
In this coming election, voters 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose in this coming election. Eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person, early, or on voting day. Don't wait. Make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org. I'm Tina Knowles-Lawson, and I'm a proud voter.
In this coming election, voters age 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose. In this coming election, eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person, early, or on voting day. Don't wait, make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org/tx. I'm Chloe Dow, and I'm a Texas voter.
Greetings, staff.
Hey, how you doing? Okay, Miss Trudy, we got you. There you go, Miss Trudy. All righty, Miss Trudy, I see you. I see you. Okay.
I can't hear.
I see you, Miss Trudy. All righty. Can we see? We see Miss Trudy. Okay, Trudy, can you hear me? Let's do this video. We're going to do the other part. All righty. Let's do the video real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together right now. All the way from Houston, Texas, the one and only Trudy Lynn. Trudy Lynn. All the blues lovers in the house. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her mind. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her man. Can't see him when she wanna, got to touch him when she can. Blues ain't nothing but a low down heart disease. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a low down heart disease. Calling out to you, man, he's on the other side of town. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together right now. All the way from Houston, Texas, the one and only Trudy Lynn. Trudy Lynn. All the blues lovers in the house. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her mind. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her man. Can't see him when she wanna, got to touch him when she can. Blues ain't nothing but a low down heart disease. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a low down heart disease. Calling out to you, man, he's on the other side of town. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together right now. All the way from Houston, Texas, the one and only Trudy Lynn. Trudy Lynn. All the blues lovers in the house. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her mind. Blues ain't nothing but a woman wanna see her man. Can't see him when she wanna, got to touch him when she can. Blues ain't nothing but a low down heart disease. Yeah. Blues ain't nothing but a low down heart disease. Calling out to you, man, he's on the other side of town.
Hey, family. Thank you for hanging in here with us. Miss Trudy Lynn, our international blues recording artist. She is a Living Legends. She will receive the Living Legends Awards this weekend, the Black Music Awards. I want to do a shout out to Dr. Warren, Rick Warren, Jazzy Baker, Eddie Robeson, and Andrea B. Nett. They are the ones that are behind and orchestrated and are the best for the Black Music Awards. That's November the 8th. It will be 7 shows for $10. Look it up. On tomorrow. So I thank Miss Trudy Lynn, beautiful, beautiful spirit, and my friend. Thank you, lady, for everything. On tomorrow, we will have the international jazz pianist, Bobby Lyle, 12:30 to 1:30. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.